how do you think about building a Bitcoin startup and then building a Bitcoin startup knowing that you're going to have these moments of bear market and like fear and doubt? How does that change the way you build a startup?
So I think the first is I want to build the best team to do whatever I'm doing. People I want to work around, people who push me, people who are incredibly intelligent and curious and driven. And how do you have to build a team like that? And step one is have a really big, important, and achievable or believably achievable mission. And so that was step one. Then step two is, talk to those people, have a good reputation for people you've worked with in the past, and have them join you and start building things awesome that people want to try and use and join. And now the other question is about, okay, Bitcoin in a bear market or Bitcoin not in a bear market. I think about it, there's the, almost store of value or Bitcoin as a monetary or asset or savings vehicle, bull versus bear market. And people think of that in what's the price of the asset or what institutions or countries have adopted it. I don't think we're in a bear market for Lightning. Maybe a bear market for funding Lightning companies from some VCs, although I don't even know if that's the case. That could be, could not be.
That's true.
We are a very rapidly, it's a very small but rapidly growing community of people who see this, who are building on top of it in a similar ethos, but different flavors of it for different products and users. And so the more products that are out there, the more interoperability, the more users that have access and try Lightning, the better. And also there's been socialization of Bitcoin over the past 2 to 5 years that's been really helpful, I think, and will be really helpful to all of these companies. Lightning, not so much, it's starting. So I think we're in a bull market for Lightning experiences, a bear market for personal savings, but that's just means there's a fire sale if I get some currency down the line. So I'm absolutely fine with it.
That makes sense. And you're right. I think all the Lightning metrics are headed upwards right now. And maybe this is a point where, I've kind of been frustrated a little bit because I haven't seen much acknowledgement of this differentiation between Lightning stuff and Bitcoin stuff, and maybe even Lightning and Bitcoin and the rest of crypto. Like, it seems like these are now headed in very different directions, have very different levels of adoption. Like, we think about DeFi apps and things like that on other chains and usage plummeting as soon as price comes down. And then we look over at Lightning and we go, price may be down 50, 60, 70% for Bitcoin, but usage remains at all-time highs for a lot of apps, continually setting new records. So I guess it may be just that, do you think that these are just different economies forming and we're slowly realizing that they should be separated into different entities?
I think different frames of mind of thinking about it. What does a bear market mean? So one is what's the attention to Web3 and crypto and DeFi? It's I guess follow the money, follow the incentives. They're going to get the attention, and that's fine. And there's the size of the community building in a space, maybe without all the media and the attention. Doesn't mean the community's not growing. It's been seeded. And so I just like to think of them as different things, as a founder and someone who's working with an awesome team of folks to build these new use cases. And so there's new companies, new use cases being built. There's not just a few of them, there's tons that are building in the space, and there's way more people that are starting to wake up to it that are going to join. So there's more talent. There's so many more absolutely incredible people that wouldn't have given it a thought are now starting to realize that this is the best kept secret in terms of changing the fabric of the internet.